welcome to the legendary city of Kobe.
Welcome back to our Japan series. My name is Sunny.
And I'm Shizuka.
And today we're in Kobe. What if it was that kind of the show? It makes you want to vomit a little bit, right?
Japan has the highest value, most coveted beef around the world, and Kobe is Japan's beef capital. In this video, we're getting a rare look behind the scenes, going where few outsiders have gone before. Touring a Kobe beef farm and joining a live auction. Revealing the secrets behind how Japan has engineered the best beef in the world. Today we'll experience the finest beef in the world, Kobe Wagyu. A steak this big costs about $250. According to the owner, his restaurant only purchases beef that comes from local breeders. And before we dive into that marbled chunk of heaven, we're gonna see exactly how it got here.
You're welcome.
Meet Mr. Nitoshi. His farm has been passed down from generation to generation for the last 80 years. Today he'll confirm or dispel the rumors of Japanese farmers. Japan has 4 famous domestic breeds of cattle. This is one of them, the Black Tajima, found exclusively in the Hyogo Prefecture, where Kobe City is located.
Does this cow have a name?
He calls him Kuro, which means black. But usually it's easier to be more specific by number.
Well, 8443. It's been nice getting to know you.
Farmers like Nitoshi have no idea what their cattle's meat will be rated or how much money they'll bring in until they go to auction.
If someone were to buy a cow, how much would that cost?
One cow would cost about 1,000,000 yen.
How do you justify that price?
This breed is actually decreasing in numbers, so there's higher demand, but there's not as many cows.
Only about 3,000 cattle qualify as Kobe quality each year. Despite the intense demand for Kobe beef around the world, farmers like Nitoshi still place an emphasis on quality over quantity. We are moments from biting into the ultimate A5 Wagyu, beef that is world-renowned. I want nothing more than to get this started, but I gotta know what A5 even means. This is a site few outsiders have been granted permission to see. You've heard of farm to table, this is the step in between. Hundreds of cattle from various farms across the Hyogo Prefecture. Soon the auction will begin, but beforehand, each specimen is carefully photographed and graded. There's no playing favorites here, even if you have the best breed and the best intentions. If your beef can't compete, it's gonna get a lower grade.
What is the temperature in here?
Below 10 degrees.
It's pretty darn cold.
Grading is done by the Japan Meat Grading Association. Among all these tajimas, only some are graded A4 or A5, qualifying as bona fide Kobe beef. This stamp makes it official.
I saw a lady a moment ago with a futuristic looking machine and she was like taking pictures here.
It is a camera, and they're actually just taking photos of the meat for record purposes.
Holy crap, that's intense.
In Japan, the beef grades go from B1 to A5. The higher the grade, the better the quality and taste.
The letter is in relation to exactly how much meat is actually on the cow, how thick it is, how much meat is on there. The number rating is related to the marbling and the actual quality of the meat.
Besides yield and marbling, they also examine the texture, brightness, and firmness of the meat.
As a farmer, what can I do to ensure that my beef is always A5? Is there anything I can do?
This is probably one of the difficult points. Even if you work really hard as a farmer, you still end up with different grades of meat. But in the end, it kind of depends on the personal skill of the farmer.
This is why Nakanashi Farm, where we went earlier today, is leading the industry with over 90% of their cattle rated as official Kobe beef. After inspection, the highest rated beef receives the Champion Kobe Beef Award. This prized beef kicks off the bids for the day, setting the stage for what will be millions of dollars worth of beef sold.
Japan's usually a pretty quiet place. Not right now. There's a lot of people in here, a lot of anticipation.
Restaurant owners, butcher shops, traders of meat, all coming here to place their bid.
Right now, they're literally rolling in the beef. The bidding has begun. Everyone's been looking at the beef, kind of taking notes on which products they liked. People are electronically voting for which one they want. All right, they just made a sale.
They bid on the price per kilogram. The highest bid gets the whole head of cattle.
So this is 440 kilograms, 3,800 yen. That was $15,000 for one cow. That's crazy.
After it's been auctioned, the meat takes a ride to a holding fridge until it's brought to a restaurant, cut, portioned, and seared in front of two very hungry patrons.
Let's do it.
Hi.
So first thing he does is give it a spritz of salt, a little bit of pepper.
ミディアムレアだとすっとこう
The fat in Kobe beef, it melts very easily, and it can even melt in with just the heat of your own mouth. So in order to make it just right, they want to cook it a little bit, and then it'll be not too oily for you. Oh, he's gonna light it on fire. Ah,
What?
ready.
Oh man, I felt that.
That was really hot.
That was fascinating.
That was amazing.
Oh, he's cutting it already.
Ooh.
There it is.
Oh.
I'm gonna put just a little bit of salt on it. You gotta eat it while it's hot. Let's do it. Cheers.
です
Itadakimasu.
What have I done to deserve this moment? It is like kind of a tender, fat sponge almost. Each bite, some delicious juices just squeeze out. It's touching her heart. In fact, the oils are rushing out to her heart, but it's like heaven too. Oishii.
Oishii. I see him. He's being transported to another land. Trip to heaven right now. He might be prancing through some fields like a happy puppy. You for it, and you're back.
I'm getting chills when they tell me you're not yourself.
Son of a bitch. That's unreasonably delicious. People who are familiar with wasabi, they're maybe used to having it with sushi, but mixing it with the beef, it's something special. It elevates it, it adds a different level to it. But beyond that, that's like the real wasabi. So it's coming like from the wasabi root and not the fake wasabi paste.
That's right.
I think a lot of people look at the price and you can't think of it like, oh, I could go to the store and get a steak for cheaper. It's totally about the experience. It's about being here, being in the city of Kobe, having your own personal chef who's cooked thousands of cows in his life.
Or thousands of meals. That's what I thought you were gonna say. I think we could totally enjoy the meal just so much more just by watching the process of making it.
Yeah.
And of course, just seeing his smile. He has such a lovely smile.
Camera B, do we have the smile?
Kobe beef is a living, breathing legacy, symbolizing the meticulous, unending effort of Japanese farmers over hundreds of years. When you drop $200 on a couple hundred grams of beef in this city, you're not just taking a bite of the best the world has to offer. You're taking a bite of history.
Cheers!
Awesome meal.
Bye. Oh, that was amazing. Arigatou gozaimashita.
Thank you for your contribution, as always, to this wonderful video.
Thank you for having me.
That is it for this one. I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. A beef!